Welcome to KIDA.
KIDA, the Kitojo Integrated Development Association. In 1999, Reverend Ezra Muzabozi and his wife Marjorie had a simple vision: to bring HIV prevention, education, and medicine to rural Uganda. In 2001, Karen and Gil Gleason met the Muzabozis, and upon hearing their vision, the two created the Friends of Ruwenzori in 2004 to help raise funds for this amazing dream. The dream of a holistic approach to rural health care and empowering an entire community through training and education.
We started seeing hope. We started having people who could encourage us, because we were really in tough times. We didn't have money. We didn't have any external support. The community we were serving is poor. We ourselves and my wife are also poor. So Karen and Gail gave us hope. In fact, that's all KIDA is about, to bring hope where there's no hope.
Hope where there is no hope. That's what KIDA is to this community, and that's what the Friends of Ruwenzori is to KIDA. Once KIDA became established as a treatment and counseling center for HIV/AIDS patients in the area, more needs arose.
People started complaining in the communities. Now, KIDA, you are only helping people with AIDS. But how about us who don't have AIDS? We are also sick like others. So is there a way we can be helped? And that led us to now another big project of the hospital. We knew it's not easy to start a rural-based hospital because of the cost involved. But we are just in there with faith. And Gil and Karen and her team, Friends of Ruwenzori, stood with us in the struggle, in the big idea. Though we didn't have the money, they didn't have the money either, but they stood with us, and the hospital was started.
In 2010, KIDA was pretty much this one building. The hospital was a shell. Through the combined efforts of KIDA, the Friends of Ruwenzori, and its donors, this is what KIDA looks like now. The hospital has been up and running since 2012. It is hope. Local patients no longer have to be rushed 20 miles away on dirt roads to Fort Portal. Mothers delivering babies can receive necessary C-sections. This procedure alone has saved many, many lives. Treatment of malaria, pneumonia, prenatal, postnatal care, and a fully functioning operating room. All of these things a tangible testament to what can be accomplished and the difference that can be made. Head physician and surgeon Dr. Brian could be working at any hospital in Uganda, but this community and this hospital are special.
When I arrived here, surprisingly, all the equipments to manage an emergency case were available. Theater being one of them, a fully functional theater. That was one thing which encouraged me, really, and surprised me that in this setting, we have a functional theater. This community, as I've told you, people do appreciate. Any little service you offer to them, they do appreciate. So even when I only give a pregnant mother a live child, I've seen many mothers come back to appreciate, to say thank you. To me, it's only a word thank you which can make me feel very comfortable.
Friday is immunization day, and the staff takes advantage of this gathering, further educating the group on the importance of immunizations and keeping good records. The fact that these days are so well attended is a clear indication of KIDA's impact on the community, including its smallest members. The Friends of Ruwenzori is instrumental in keeping all of this possible.
Friends of Ruwenzori were extremely important. They are still important in this aspect, because a rural-based health facility is a very expensive venture. Worldwide, it's known. because attracting professionals to come and live and work in the rural areas and retain them there is not easy unless you have external hand, really. Yes, the patients pay user fees, but these are people who are poor. They are vulnerable, they don't have the money. So if you depended on only the little user fees that people are are struggling with to raise, then we wouldn't make it.
If a patient can't pay a hospital bill, an option is to have a family member volunteer to keep the hospital's water tank full in lieu of payment, which is good for the patient and the water tank, but not necessarily the coffers. Whether it's hauling water from the well, if you spend any time at all at KIDA, you'll see something is always happening. You may see a rehearsal for an upcoming drama group performance. Preparations for dedicating the new children's ward are in full swing. Staff members donated money out of their own salaries to purchase beds for the ward. The vocational training buildings are almost always active. Vocational training is a critical option for young men and women in this community. Primary and secondary schools are expensive. If a young person drops out because of financial issues, vocational training is an option. Masonry, woodworking, sewing, cooking and catering, and hairstyling has been added to the list of skills being taught, as it is a highly employable trade. And the Friends of Ruwenzori help keep these programs alive by providing funding to pay staff members and provide supplies. SACO, KIDA's microfinance arm, is completely self-sustaining after getting jump-started by the Friends of Ruwenzori. SACO facilitates small loans to individuals so they can buy goods and resell them in town for a profit, or purchase a motorcycle, or boda as they call them here, and provide transportation for hire. This program is so successful, KIDA is about to open up another branch in a nearby village. KIDA's influence goes beyond the boundaries of its facility. Going into the community with medical outreach provides an opportunity for more education, and more testing, and more vaccinations for people who otherwise might not visit the hospital. A person getting an HIV test here can get a result in 20 minutes. Identifying and treating this disease is critical in containing it. This also creates more medical data, which is important in getting federal funding. KIDA does not rely solely on the Friends of Ruwenzori for financial assistance. It is always striving to be self-sustaining, but the needs of this community are many, and the dollars are few. The KIDA Drama Group joins the medical outreach effort for maximum community impact. They attract crowds as they travel the region, delivering important messages about HIV/AIDS and social issues. In Uganda, this communication device is vital and extremely effective. The next step for this group is creating a brass band, which would actually generate revenue. Brass bands get paid very well at various events and functions. The group received its first brass instrument from the Friends of Ruwenzori. They have a long way to go, but knowing their resolve and determination, this goal will be met as well. The Orphan Vulnerable Child Program, or OVC, is one of the most impactful aspects of donations. Marjorie Muzabozi is heavily involved. She is intimately woven into this community and its needs.
We started with 47 kids, and Karen started sponsoring those kids for education, in education. And from there, now 15 years, we have achieved many things.
The fact that this program has been around almost since the beginning of KIDA provides hard data that it is working. Now as adults, these former OVC-supported children are giving back as teachers and nurses. Some have graduated high school and gone to college and acquired jobs in the government.
If close from here.
Alex was an OVC student and now teaches at a local school. Without KIDA, he would not be where he is today.
It has in fact promoted my goals, because without it, I wouldn't be a teacher now. So it is very important to me.
The gratitude of current OVC students is inspiring.
Where we are coming from, things are not really good. We appreciate you for your support. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
We appreciate you at the same time. Thank you for the support you've given to us. Thank you so much. You've really done something great.
We're appreciating all these things you have done for us. I just pray, God, keep on empowering you so that you can keep doing such things. Thank you.
For children in rural Uganda, schooling is critical from a social aspect, from an educational aspect. But it is expensive. KIDA and the Friends of Ruwenzori help get these kids in school and keep them there. There are about 1,100 children who qualify for KIDA support. 93 are in school thanks to your generosity. Needless to say, there is a long way to go. The day has come to dedicate the new children's ward. And emotions run high.
This word brings us closer to the reality of our vision of empowering communities, and especially with the children.
And in the true Ugandan way, performing its function moments after the dedication. And also on this day, vocational students are graduating, being honored for their achievements at KIDA. None of these moments would be possible if not for Ezra and Marjorie's vision and 15 years of support from the Friends of Ruwenzori. A few common themes have emerged in this journey. The 15-year relationship between KIDA and the Friends of Ruwenzori has achieved amazing things. The idea of a global community can work.
And if we are talking about community, in our view, it's not about the Batoro people here. Community also can be the American people joining hands with us. We are sharing the journey together. And that's why we are proud of the Friends of Ruwenzori.
Another theme, although we've traveled many miles in this journey, there are many more to go. It seems for every one accomplishment, 5 more needs are revealed. Now that there's a hospital, you need an X-ray machine, which needs its own building. You have an operating room, you need more equipment, always. The lab is too small. The storage room for medical supplies, also too small. Consultation rooms for HIV patients, you guessed it, too small. The drama group needs more instruments. Staff members need competitive salaries so they can be retained at KIDA. More children need sponsoring. It seems so endless, but you have to realize every single step forward makes it better than before. But the most prevalent theme we must embrace is that there is authentic gratitude at all levels for what the Friends of Ruwenzori and KIDA are doing. What has been accomplished in 15 years is amazing and cannot be overstated. So take a breath and be proud, if only for a minute, because there is so much more to do.
Thank you, Friends of Ruwenzori.
I want to appreciate you all for the support that you're giving us, for the love and the friendship, really.
Thank you, Friends of Ruwenzori.
I thank you, Friends of Ruwenzori, for supporting us in providing materials, learning materials, even salaries.
Thank you, Friends of Ruwenzori.
Thank you, Friends of Ruwenzori, for the 15 years I've finished in KIDA and supporting me.
Thank you, Friends of Ruwenzori.
But I would like to, in a special way, thank the Friends of Ruwenzori for their sacrificial support that they have given us over the years that has made a significant stride in our mission achievement.
Friends of Ruwenzori, thank you very much. May the good Lord bless you.